Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
Hi, how are you? I'm good.
I'm good. It has been a long time.
It has been such a long time. So many things happening. I'm so excited
hmm
that you reached out.
I am too. I was like, I got to get back into it as far as interviewing. So I figured I'd do an update interview with you and go from
Yes.
there.
Yes, of course. No, I need to get back to recording in general. So I feel like this will be a good segue for me.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go on and do I guess, the intro for the episode, and then we'll get into the interview questions, and it'll just be like we catching up. But
Okay,
anyway,
good.
okay. All right, so everybody, this is Don, aka the Interactive Nanny, and we're coming to you live and in living color from Interactive Nanny's world, where love and play are interactive. And today we have a special guest for our interview, and this is Kimberlyn Claxton. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I interviewed her about 3.5 years ago. It was during the time that the pandemic was going on, but I sort of wanted to reach out to her and sort of catch up and allow her to update us on life and what's life been like for her and where she is and her journey and so on and so forth. So we're gonna get into our interview with Kimberly and let her just sort of enlighten us and tell us all about what's been going on in her world of childcare and nannying or whatever else she's been doing as far as working with children. And then we'll just go into it from there. So, Miss Kimberlyn, how,
Yes.
how has life been for you
Um,
lately and whatnot? And
Life has definitely been super busy. First of all, I cannot believe that it's almost been 3 years since the
yeah,
first interview. That's
yeah,
crazy. So
I know.
so if that was like in the middle of the pandemic, I was taking care of a little girl named Charlie. So I'm still actually with her.
Mhm.
So it's going on. She'll be 4 in April, and I started taking care of her when she was 4 months. So
Oh, wow.
yep. So I'm still with her, and her parents are expecting baby number two. So now my job is about to double.
Double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, on top of that, I last year I became a certified newborn care specialist. So I'm also working overnights now.
So is it like are you like a sleep, what they call a sleep nerves?
So yeah, so a lot of my clients, they reach out to me day one from the hospital. So the first day home from the hospital, there really isn't any sleep training, going on. It's basically, getting the parents adjusted, getting the babies adjusted, helping moms with a breastfeeding schedule and like a bottle schedule. So I use this app. I'm sure you've heard of it, called the Baby Connect app.
Hmm.
Um, and so basically, I have the parents track like what the baby is eating, how much they poop, like their nap schedule during the day. And
Okay.
then when I get there at night, I log the same thing. And luckily, my babies right away, they have already been at least doing 2 to 3 hours of sleeping,
Okay. So
which is really good.
you're actually in the house with the
Yep.
client.
Yep, I
Okay.
go to
Oh,
their houses. Typically, my contracts last from 6 to 8 weeks, and by the time I'm done with them, the babies are pretty much sleeping through the night.
that's good.
Hmm.
So how did you get into that? That's
Um,
not even in my interview questions, but that's interesting. How did you get into that?
so I was just looking for a side hustle, honestly, because I live in Alexandria, Virginia, and the DMV is expensive out here. so,
Mhm.
so I was looking for a side hustle, and so I googled just overnight nanny services, and this agency popped up, and so I reached out to the owner, and right away I felt like we probably had a 2 hour conversation. The next day, she already had a job for me.
So did you have to do like any training or whatnot, or it was just like,
Yes. Nope. So
Okay.
I did take a class. Newborn Care Solutions is the name of the website. Her name is Tanya, who does the classes, and you can finish the classes. It's $700. So you could pay the $700 upfront and finish the classes over the course of a weekend, or you can pay monthly, which is $100 a month. So I just chose the monthly
Mm.
option, and I finished in 6 months.
Okay.
hmm But I was
Okay.
already getting clients, so you can still work and get clients while you're in class. Like they just want a lot of parents these days, they just like certifications. Like they really don't care if you went to college or not, but like if you have a lactation certification or like a sleep training certification, like a lot of parents are just looking for that.
That paper. That piece of paper.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So do you like it? That.
I absolutely love it. I feel like I have probably had only one client where after a night I was like, yeah, I'm not going back. Other than that,
Mhm.
like everyone I'm still in contact with, they reach out to me for babysitting services. Like
Okay.
yeah, like we still talk and connect all the time.
Okay. Gotcha. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my first interview. My first documented interview question for
Okay.
you is: how long have you worked with children?
So now going on, let's see, I'm 34. So now going on 17 years.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
some
how did you as far as get introduced to the world of childcare?
so my father is actually a pastor, and growing up in church, we had like children's church and the baby nursery. So I worked in the baby nursery on
Okay.
Sundays. And so from there, taking care of the babies, for 2 hours on a Sunday, parents started asking me if I could like babysit on the weekend. And so that's just how it all happened.
Okay. Okay.
hmm
Okay. Next question. What are your goals or future plans as far as your career?
I honestly, now that I've been in this newborn care specialist world, I think I may retire just doing that. I think Charlie is going to be my last nanny family. Um, and I'll of course stay with them, with this second baby. But as far as being a newborn care specialist, I can set my own schedule. I can work as much as I want. I can work as little as I want. um the owner is actually 70 and she also still works, so I'm like, oh, so this is something that I can definitely see um me doing long term, and just doing some more trainings, like getting my lactation consultant training, like helping with breastfeeding. I did take a doula course, so helping moms give birth. So, other outside of nannying, I still want to take care of babies, but just in different areas, hospitals or in home care, but at night.
So you said you took a doula course.
Yep, I did. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
How was the doula course? Or what are your thoughts on that?
You know what? It was, I enjoyed it. And I actually have gotten a few doula clients. However, with being a doula, you have to be on call 24/7. And because I do still have Charlie, it kind of interfered with my schedule. So I took a step back from it. But once I'm done with Charlie, I think I'm gonna get invested and do it, and try to do it, full time, meeting moms at the hospital and everything. But I thought that the class was really easy and good. I mean, it's all about the testing and the knowledge that you learn at the end of the course, and passing the course. But it's nothing like hands-on experience.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay. Okay.
hmm
Okay. Let me see. What is the most important aspect of working with in the field of early child care to you?
Patience. Like, I feel like I mean, and a lot of people always say, like, how can you be a mom and, like, work with kids 24/7? Like, you're not tired, like, you must have a lot of patience, which, I do. Now, your own kid, they know how to test you on a different level, but, like, definitely dealing with patience, and sometimes you have to encourage the parents to have patience because they get frustrated, they're not sleeping, sometime the babies are crying at all hours, and it's like, as a nanny, the parents can't wait for you to come there because that at that point, like, they can breathe because it's like, okay, somebody else can take over this colicky baby or deal with this reflux that's happening, and I can get some rest. So definitely, patience, I feel like, is a huge factor when you're in childcare.
Now you mentioned, well, even when we first interviewed you, I remember you mentioning your own baby. So how old is your baby now?
She's 9.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, 9 in the fourth grade. She is about 2 inches shorter than me. So next year, I'm pretty sure she's gonna surpass me and be taller than me. Like, we're going through the puberty stage. Like, I have to talk to her about her period and everything. Like, it's been a lot.
Yeah, oh yeah. It don't get easier with as they become teenagers and stuff. It
Nope.
it does not get easier.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I remember those days. It don't get easier.
Do you have kids?
I do. I have a daughter. My daughter's 27.
Oh, 27. Okay, okay.
She has her own baby. So now I am a grandma. Or that ain't my grandma name, but I'm a grandma.
Oh, that is so well. Congratulations. How old is the baby?
8 months.
8 months. Oh, well, yeah. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're sort of in that, that stage of infancy and mobile infancy because she's just becoming mobile now.
Right. Okay.
We're getting ready to got a baby proof.
Right, right. Now, did you help take care of her?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good. My mom is with me too, so it's very helpful.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Let me see. Next question.
Mhm.
How do you have work life balance? Because you got a lot, like a lot. So how do you have your work life? What do you do for work life balance?
So, what I try to do, because my regular job is Monday through Friday, what I try to do with my night clients, I try to take contracts that are only 3 nights a week, and I don't work the weekends.
Okay.
So I still try to make sure that I give myself time to, take trips and, like, take my daughter on a trip, take solo trips. Like, I still schedule times once a month to go get a facial, like go get my toes done, so I still try to do things for me. Now, there has been occasions where I was working seven, like 7 nights a week on top of 5 days.
Oh my God.
And yeah, but I always would have like a goal in mind, like, okay, so I'm working these amount of days for a month, but now I know the next month I don't have to work because of, the money that I made the previous month.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, how does your daughter, has she adjusted to you not only working full-time days but with the night job as well? How does she has how is she handling all of that?
She is adjusted to it because what happens is, so I come home at 6:30. I give her a bath, give her dinner, and we both. She's typically sleep at around 8, and
Mhm.
I lay down, or she gets home from school at 3. So typically I'll, ask my mom before I get home, can you already have her bathed? So that way when I get home, I just feed her dinner and I take a shower, and then normally both of us are asleep by 7:30. I set my alarm for 9:30 so I can wake up and get ready for work because I have to be there at 10. And she's
Okay.
already asleep for the night.
Mhm.
So for her, it's just, I'm really not missing out on too much at night because she's asleep. And by the time I get home, she's still asleep. And I get home, I get in the bed for about an hour, and then I wake up and get her ready for school.
Okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah.
Woo.
I'm so used to it now. So now it's like, it doesn't bother me, the schedule.
Okay. So how long have you been doing the day and night working?
It was a year in July. So I guess going on what, 14 months now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So how long do you, when you said once the new baby comes for your nanny family, how long no typically as far as a nanny family, do you just stay with them until the child goes to elementary school or preschool or something like that?
Yes. So normally I'm typically just with my families for 5 years, but this family that I'm with now, if you leave it up to them, I'm going to be with their kids until college. So because Charlie, she's already 3.5. The whole plan was for her not to go to school until kindergarten, which is 5.
Wow.
So, um, once the new baby is born, we decided that we are going to put her in school 3 days a week, but half days. And if
Yeah.
I'm with and if I'm with her sister until she's 5, Charlie's going to be 10. So I already would have been with the family for like 10 years at that point.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's is that your plan to just stay with them until the new baby get school get up to school age?
Yep, I'm just gonna stay with them, and if I don't know if a third one is in the picture, but if a third one is born, then I'll stay with the third kid too, unless the mom decides she wants to stay at home mom, be a stay at home mom, which I doubt she'll do that.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
Oh wow. So I mean, you basically an extended arm of the family that you
Y-
will.
Yeah, because Charlie doesn't have any grandparents, so it's just the three of us who raise her.
Okay.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is, which you sort of kind of touched on, how long do you see yourself working with with children in general? Which yeah, yeah, but
Yep, I'm just gonna keep working until I'm no longer able to drive, walk, or talk.
there you go.
Yeah, well, because actually in this field, in the newborn care specialist industry, most of the workers are older. They're already in, they're retired nurses, like ped nurses. So most of them are um, between 50 and 60.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 That's all right there. And
It's
that
really nice.
so the last question
Mm-hmm.
is for on paper. What are some of your other interests, outside interests or whatever?
Outside of children, honestly, my only interest is traveling the world, like working. So that's why I feel like I work so hard so I can enjoy the fruits of my labor and play. So, so I just love traveling. I want to be able to take my daughter to travel the world and do different things. Every vacation we go on, our thing is we collect hoodies and magnets.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Yep. So at every and so and she enjoys doing that with me. And so my I just want to be able to take her places that she never imagined she would be able to visit.
yeah. That's cool.
Mhm. Yeah.
Really cool. Really cool. Because I've actually been thinking about like getting into another area of working with children myself.
Mhm.
And my niece, she was like, Auntie Don, why don't you consider like becoming a doula? And she
Yeah.
said it like more than once, and I've sort of started looking into okay, what do you need to do, and how do you need to do it. So that's
Mhm.
being that you've mentioned the night nurse as well as the doula. That I was like, okay, it can have to be done.
Or even being a travel nanny. I would like to try being a travel nanny or a newborn care specialist, because with the if you travel, say
Mhm.
for example, a family reached out to me from Atlanta.
Mhm.
The contracts are normally 3 months, and within that 3 months, you can make 70K, and you don't have to work the rest of the year if you don't want to.
Goodness,
Yeah.
wow.
So I'm trying to wait for Kinley to get a little bit older so that I can like take that time away, or I would see if her and my mom want to stay, because either they'll get you an Airbnb or you stay with the family.
Hmm.
So, I would see how old Kinley is and like figure out like what would be the best way to do this. But I'm definitely interested in traveling.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Yeah.
Huh. That's something to think about.
You should definitely look into it. I mean, I'm sure Atlanta has a ton of families who need, who like overnight care. They just don't know how to look for it.
Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna have to look into all of that.
Yeah.
Well, ma'am, those were all of the questions I had on paper.
Well,
But
thank you.
it has been a joy, to sort of reconnect and stuff like that.
No, yeah, no, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you reaching out. And so, like, what has been going on with you? Like, how is your work schedule these days?
Well, now I'm actually a paraprofessional in the school system. I've gone through like different job positions and stuff, still working with children, but in just different areas or arenas. So now, when the school term started this year in August, I had literally within days of school starting, had just gotten my position where I am now. So I'm in a great school system, and the school that I work at is really cool. I like the vibe. The supervisor and admin is very cool. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I can stay here for a minute. But I've
Okay.
been in a job that had really just, I was just like, I thought I was gonna pull my hair out. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. So yeah, I'm like, okay, I think I can do this for a little while.
Yeah.
Just get back on my feet and sort of see what direction I want to go in outside of my nannying service, seeing
Okay.
what things I can do to
Right.
expand myself. Yeah, and then I've also started like I guess a natural skincare line. So I'm into that. And then with the new baby, I try to spend as much time as I can with my baby, with my little baby,
Mm-hmm.
and that's pretty much the bulk of it.
Well, you sound like you stay just as busy as I do.
I guess. Sort
Yeah.
of back into the swing of stuff, trying to get back to myself. Cause for a while I was like, I don't even know who, I don't even know who I am. What am I doing? But
No,
yeah.
no, yeah, I get that. I mean, I feel like at one point I really don't think I was sleep. I mean, granted, so and the other thing about my job is when the baby is sleeping, I do get to sleep at work,
Hmm.
which is nice because a lot of people always ask me like when do I sleep? And so I do get to like relax at work. So if that baby is doing a 6, 7 hour stretch, I'm
Hmm.
sleeping 6, 7 hours.
That's not bad. But are you in the room with the baby?
So either the way the parents have it set up, either I'm in the guest room with the monitor, so I'm in a nice comfy bed,
Hmm.
or I am in the room with the baby. Some nurseries have a bed in there for me to sleep in, or others have like the recliner that reclines all the way back. So then I'll just have some comfy pillows and a blanket.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah. Now there are some parents who require awake care and they want you to stay up but thankfully my clients have been down to earth and like listen, you sleep when you can. So
Hmm.
I haven't dealt with any clients who want me to be awake.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
it's nice, I love it.
I'm definitely gonna have to go on and see what else I can get my hands into, so I can just
Yeah,
grow into the extra spaces of, you know, because I want to do as much as I can in the field of childcare, but not just be stuck in one area.
exactly. And that's exactly how I felt too. I was like, how can I, advance my career and not just be a nanny?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been yeah, this has been very lucrative. Like I'm booked until March.
Of next year.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you're doing this through an agency.
Yeah. So I have two. Hush Hush Little Baby is one agency that I work with, and then Teresa, she owns Overnight Newborn Care.
Hmm.
But she gets me clients quicker, and her clients pay more. So
Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we ain't doing it for free now, so
yeah, but Hush Hush Little Baby though, they're worldwide, so it's easier. Like, if you decided that you wanted to, dip your toe into this industry, like they would be able to help you get clients in Atlanta. Teresa is just in the DMV.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
So as
So
far as your podcast, how's that going?
you know, I started recording in the beginning of the year, but then that's one thing I'm trying to figure out with my schedule. Like my schedule had just gotten really busy. And so like when Saturday and Sunday uh roll around, a lot of times I just want to be in my robe, just
Mm-hmm.
binge watch a show. And so lately
Hmm.
that's kind of like what I've been doing to kind of decompress. But I really need to get back into doing what I love, which is, having different topics about childcare and,
Hmm.
building my platform and,
Hmm.
being able to, because I want to get you on my show. And there are other people who reached out to me, wanting to do interviews. And so I'm like, okay, so I just need to organize my life so I can get things
Yeah.
together.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, I get it. Because for a while I wasn't
Hmm.
keeping it. I had sort of started lacking on doing this one. I was like, no, because I mean, it's sort of like an outlet for me, and I
Yeah,
love it. Like I get to use my voice in a positive way to
exactly.
help, parents and grandparents or teachers or nannies or whoever that choose to listen to it and sort of just get it, information that they may not necessarily know. I'm like, I can help somebody.
Right, exactly.
And I mean, it's sort of like a therapy because you just get to share, even if it's reading a story, you get to put your spin on the story.
Hmm. Yeah,
So I'm like, you know what? This it helps me. I mean, I could be helping other people, but this is something that like comforts me or relaxes me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
I'm like, no,
exactly.
you gotta get back to it. You gotta get back to it.
Yeah, and then when you need to vent, there's nobody there to judge you. You can just
Hmm.
come on here and rant and vent if you
Hmm.
want to.
Right. And if they choose to listen, they listen, and if they don't, they can cut it off. But if I'm
Yeah,
stayed on there for so long, I done got my listenership. So you know.
right.
But yeah, I was like, no, I got to get back into it.
Well, I appreciate you reaching out. So yeah, that was nice. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna have to do it again.
Yes, for sure. And I will have you on mine and we can definitely talk some more.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, I'm not gonna hold you too long because I look your schedule sound booked, but you
Well,
take care.
tonight I am off, honey. So I am just about to sit at home and open me a bottle of wine.
Okay, 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 and rest and get your little binge watching.
Yes, I am.
Until next time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you
look
for
forward to
coming
speaking with
on.
you soon.
Okay, okay. I look
Okay,
forward to it. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.